Dominate your league. Defend your crown with Hosal King, Gabe Hernandez, and Ray Fletcher. They bring the heat, rankings, trades, and game-winning calls to rule your league. This is Watch the Throne Fantasy Football Podcast.
What up, everyone? We are back for another episode, Season 2, Episode 6 of Watch the Throne Fantasy Football Podcast. Again, not the usual suspects, but someone who is becoming a usual suspect in the building, in his building.
He's always a usual suspect in our hearts.
Always. Aaron Power is back again for another episode.
Yeah, I guess the last one was okay.
It was so good, we had to bring him back.
Thanks for having me back, guys.
So nice. We'll do it twice.
There you go. There you go. Maybe 3 times.
What a rhyme.
Wow. Maybe 3 times. How's everything going today, boys?
Great, man.
This is my flu game. I'm a little under the weather, but I'm here. I'm sorry, guys. I know. I walked in. You're sick? Man, I got to fight through it. Got to battle through. This is my MJ game.
Listen, I'm not going to say your employer's name,
Okay.
but you did leave early today.
I'd be shocked if you actually know who my employer's name was, but go ahead.
Oh, I have no idea who it is.
Exactly.
I just know what industry you're
I was
in.
like, I don't think you know that
no.
industry names. Even like,
I don't.
I know.
I'd be shocked if you knew one. Aaron knows them all.
I know who it is.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
I'm not going to put him on blast.
yeah, we're not
though.
going to throw him on blast.
Whatever he had to do to make it here is good with me.
Yep.
Good job, Gabe.
Shout out Gabe on his flu game. So today's episode is bold predictions, a.k.a. standing on the throne. As you know, we call it standing on the throne because, well, we're Throne Fantasy Football, and we want to call things how we see it and stand on our throne. So we have stand on the throne, and then we're going to kind of recap a couple drafts that we did, one in particular that we did together, and kind of talk about takeaways that we had from this past weekend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some surprises. Maybe what we learned, some strategy.
Yeah. Some strategery.
Strategery for sure.
Definitely the busiest draft weekend this past weekend. But we still have Labor Day weekend, and then we got some football, fellas.
Mm-hmm.
I know. We're
It's
so
coming
close.
quick.
We're so close.
We are so close. They used to have 4 weeks of preseason. I messed up on another episode before.
It's okay.
They only have
Gabe was
3
there
now,
for you.
and yes, and that there's a week gap. Doesn't it kind of sucks?
Yeah, but it's okay.
Bring back week 4 preseason.
No.
Wow.
I'm good.
Wow.
I will say it does. The 17-game regular season throws me off. So I either want 16 or 18. I'm with you there, but I don't need a week 4 preseason.
Mike 4, do you miss week 4 preseason since it is kind of in your name, Mike 4?
I kind of do.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Right, because now we're sitting here with no NFL football for this weekend.
but what's the difference? Either watching that or watching some backups play that.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Right.
You got
Week-
college?
Week 4 was
college is coming up. I mean, that was that was
college.
last week though. I mean,
Very big game this weekend, though.
For sure. Which, by the way, I don't know if you guys saw this. We'll segue this right into our news and notes. This is kind of news. YouTube TV and Fox is having a kerfuffle, and if they don't agree by Saturday, YouTube TV subscribers are not going to be able to watch the Texas-Ohio State game.
You better find a way
Are
to watch
you
it.
kidding me?
Wow.
You better find a way.
Are you kidding? Oh, I will for sure. But what?
Hashtag Stream East.
Whoa!
Ooh,
Hey,
I like
whoa!
it.
Don't get us.
Whoa.
You're trying to get
That's
us
a
canceled, dude.
that's a
Whoa.
way better shout out than.
Are you
than
kidding?
Al.
Listen, man, they're going to figure it out.
They're gonna figure it out. I hope.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You could pay for it. There's an
Never heard of
option to pay.
Streamy.gov.
There
What?
it is.
What?
For
Fox?
Stream East. No,
Oh,
for Stream
okay.
East.
Okay. So it can be like
It's not totally.
it's not totally.
Yeah, I'm like tiptoes the line a little
Okay.
bit.
Okay. Good to know. That was our first news and note. Our second one, also not fantasy related, but Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift.
It's all I've heard over the radio.
Isn't it great?
Sometimes I'll have the radio on just because I want to listen to something, and it's very big. It's very popular out there. I'm hoping that if you type in Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, we might pop up now.
Oh yeah,
I mean, this is possible.
I will
mean,
tag them in the published episode.
Big news for both of them.
Congratulations.
Either you fellas go to the Eras tour when it was here?
I cannot say I did.
I
Did you? Nice.
I did.
How was it?
Are you a Swiftie?
I am a Swiftie.
I like it.
Yep. I've been, Taylor is basically our age.
Yeah.
Give
Yep.
or take
Yeah.
a couple of years.
Yep.
But basically grew up with her music. Always enjoyed it.
I
Always
may
enjoyed
or
it.
may not have had a Taylor Swift Rolling Stones poster on my wall when we were growing up.
I'm sure you for sure did.
Celebrity crush?
I got me an Eras Tour T-shirt. Maybe I'll
There you
wear
go.
it
You
if
should.
I ever get invited back to the show.
That's a obligation now. It's a mandatory.
All right,
Yeah.
I got you.
I like it.
Yes.
I'm a Swiftie as well. You're not so much a Swiftie?
Nah.
He's just
Nah.
a hater. That's all.
Well, we're happy for them. Both.
Yes. I think
Both
it's cool.
Killa Trav, which is his Instagram handle, which is
Listen,
funny seeing Killa Trav next to like Taylor Swift. But
Travis Kelce's going to come out, and I think he's going to have a good year.
ooh, fantasy spin. Okay,
I
let's
think
talk
he's
about
going to
it.
come back. I mean, what's he got to worry about?
Travis Kelce catching footballs, someone at the wedding catching bouquets.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to plan it. You know, I mean, they got people. I think he's going to have a good year.
If the
I really
Chiefs
do.
get back to the Super Bowl, do they do the wedding like post game?
No, they're
Like
not
on
going
the field type
They're not going to
stuff?
make it back to the Super Bowl this year, unfortunately.
Could he have a good year because of possibly our next news and notes that you're going to bring up?
Yeah.
Is that a possibility? Is that
I
what you're
agree.
leaning to?
Nice segue.
What a segue.
Could be.
What is it?
Rasheed Rice,
Okay.
Mr. Suspension. It finally happened.
Mhm.
We've been waiting for like 2 years now, it felt like,
Mm-hmm.
and he's finally suspended.
Hey, do you guys remember last episode when we talked about Rasheed Rice? One of us said something, and I don't remember exactly what it was, but I think he predicted what happened. Does it ring a bell?
Yeah, I think the guy in a Broncos uniform last episode said Rasheed Rice would get 6 games.
I did leave a little early, so it might have been a time when you after I left. Maybe no, I'm just kidding. I do remember. I remember you said it.
I was like, you know what? I think he's going to take a deal before the season starts and
You
get
did
it out of
call
the
it.
way early,
You did call it.
which is really the best move for the team, right?
Yeah.
Let them get started.
Yes.
Let him come in and be there for the push. He's super talented.
Makes
For
more
sure.
sense. It was good for fantasy to like have him for the first 4 weeks because you figure for 4 weeks you can figure it out. Let him. Hopefully you start 3-1, 4-0, even if you're
Mhm.
lucky. Then okay,
Yep.
now he's gone back for the playoff push. I'll figure out his spot.
Dang. I mean, I already got a prediction. But this is bold predictions. This episode,
Yeah.
last episode, I already got a prediction right. So just follow Aaron. I got your predictions for
This
you
guy,
guys.
he's ready already. I love
Unbelievable.
it. Love it.
I'm going to pepper in a few more. Dontavian Wicks back at practice today. Jaden Reed back at practice today. We're filming this Wednesday, August 27th. Khalil Shakir returns to practice. Travis Hunter will be good to go for week 1. That's big.
Nice.
Marvin Mims leaves practice today with a groin.
Yeah.
Jawan Jennings,
That hurts.
they're talking about putting him maybe on IR with this phantom calf injury.
You
I
guys,
think it's a little bit of like jostling. He wants more money. They're like, we already paid you. A little bit of like back and forth fencing maybe.
I don't know. The trade for Sky Moore and then adding Marquez Valdez-Scantling
I
is
saw that.
kind of revealing for me. Like you guys are
That's what
not
I
adding
mean.
these players for no reason.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure he's hurt, but I don't think the Niners are gonna give him what he wants, which means they're bringing in guys and maybe Jawan gets traded,
Yeah.
which would kind of suck.
What do you guys think about Sky Moore in a 49ers offense with Kyle Shanahan?
I'm out.
Yeah, I haven't seen enough.
I'm not saying I'm gonna go and get him, but
Right.
he's a guy that I would be curious to see how like a guy like Kyle Shanahan who's used Debo would. But it's hard for me because he wasn't able to do it with Andy Reid.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
And Mahomes.
but they went out and traded for him. It's not like they wait, So I don't know. I think they might see some value in him.
Yeah.
It's just interesting to me. Is all.
We'll see.
never
It'd be
know.
nice. Change of scenery does help guys sometimes. It'd be cool if it did with Sky Moore as a Niner fan.
I was gonna say I'm sure you're hopeful.
Yeah, for
for
sure.
sure.
Devin A-Chain doesn't practice today. Tyreek Hill also out of practice. So a lot of Miami weapons kind of nursing some injuries. Tyreek Hill an oblique. Devin A-Chain a calf.
Go get Ollie Gordon.
He is blowing up right now.
Go get Ollie Gordon.
My guy, oh my God, I'm blanking on his name. Who just got hurt? The backup that I was high on last year. Why am I? Oh, Jalen Wright.
Jalen
Sorry,
Wright,
guys.
Mhm.
Sick brain. Sick brain is my
He's
flu game.
week to week.
But he just not has looked good at all. He's not panning out. So I think I missed on that one, but it happens.
It does. I don't miss, but yeah, I get it.
This guy.
I guess that's really it for news and notes. Unless you guys think of any that are
No, the bummer one on that list is Marvin Mims, just from a fantasy perspective, and like another year, and he's a quick twitch, fast player, so groin does not sound great.
no, not at all. Not at all. Mecole Hardman Jr. added to the Packers practice squad.
He'll always be a Chief to me.
I just read it out loud because it was the last thing I saw. So definitely not newsworthy at all.
No.
At all. So we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of the episode. Bold predictions, standing on the throne. We each have 3. We'll alternate. We're going to start with Gabe for this one. So, Gabe, what's your first stand on the damn throne?
You know, so this is something I don't want to take full credit for, but I do feel like I was the first one to kind of say this because it's a bold prediction for sure, and it's something that I just truly believe in. So I'm standing fully on the throne. I've said this multiple times. The Bengals are going to be the #1 fantasy football offense of all time.
Of all time, yo.
So here's what I'm predicting. This is my bold prediction. Joe Burrow will be a top 3 quarterback by the end of the year.
Okay.
Jamar Chase will be a top 3 wide receiver by the end of the year. T. Higgins will be a top 10 wide receiver by the end of the year. And Chase Brown will be a top 5 running back by the end of the year. All these guys are going in the first 3 or 4 rounds of each draft. You have to go get them. I don't think, as long as everyone stays healthy, this is an amazing offense. People forget Joe Burrow was going through a wrist injury, and last year was his first full off season to go through it. Now, T. Higgins is the question mark because he can't stay healthy, but I'm hoping he can. Chase Brown didn't really get going as a full workload until probably midway through the season last year.
Week 9, week 10.
They all had a full off season now. They're going to into the season working together. You know, obviously the chemistry is going to be a lot better than last year. We saw Jamar Chase, #1 receiver last year. Joe Burrow was quarterback 2 or 3, depending on your league scoring. This is going to be an amazing offense. I said last episode, T. Higgins, wide receiver 6, based off fantasy points per game. Chase Brown was obviously awesome. This is going to be an amazing offense, and that's my bold prediction for this offense. Everyone, top 3, top 5, top 10.
You know, Ray's not here, but he did kind of fall in line with his Bengals love.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll just drop Ray's first little nugget. Burrow throws for 5,000 yards and wins MVP. So kind of adds to the Bengals elite offense.
He's got all the talent to do it.
It's hard to argue against it because it's like if he does it, we're not surprised. And if he doesn't do it, then we're like kind of surprised he didn't.
Yeah.
Well, and if he doesn't do it, his floor is like way up there anyways.
So I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Would you draft them all together on a team if you could?
Yeah. How many deep could the stack go?
Theoretically, you could get
We joked about the quad
all
stack.
4 of them.
Yeah.
I joked about because I had the #4 pick, and I joked, I thought Chase was going to be possibly available to me. Obviously, he didn't.
Mm-hmm. Well, Jamar would have to fall
Yes.
after pick 1 to get Chase, I think.
I would consider it. Now, I would definitely go Burrow, Chase Brown, and Chase. The scary part would be adding T. Higgins to that because now I'm so relying on them. But at least, if you go Burrow, Chase, and Chase Brown, you figure someone's going to score a touchdown.
You get relatively every touchdown.
Yes.
Well, would you go Burrow, Higgins, Chase Brown, and leave so you? It sounds
okay
like
with
you
that
don't
too.
want to go all 4.
Right.
You would go up to 3.
I would be okay with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
1,000%.
What about you?
I don't know that I would look to do it, but if it just fell to the point of they're here for me and, I like it, I don't know I'd want that many guys on the same team though, just because you're still looking to put yourself in the best weekly and season-long advantage. And if anything happens to any of those guys, it affects the other ones. And so, I don't think I'd want to stack all of them, but I'd love to have 2 of them for sure.
Yeah.
I'm curious if you do the quad stack, if you have done that already on your drafts, or if you're looking to do it and you get to do it, send us a screenshot, please. I would love to see if we get any and how many, or if you have done it and you just want to comment because you're too lazy to drop a screenshot, that's fine too. Just say, I did it.
I say if you're quad stacking Bengals, you need to call the show. We'll have you on, and we got to figure out how this happened and why you did it.
Yeah.
The Bengals bye week will suck, but that's a nasty.
Yeah. But that's 1 week.
Yeah.
It's 1 week.
Whatever
Indeed.
That would be super interesting to me though.
Yeah. And I'm curious, imagine that quad stack wins the most fantasy football championships this year. Could you
that would be insane.
At the end of the year, that proves to be right?
If I knew T. Higgins was playing 15 games, I would be all in on that.
Yep. He's my least favorite of the 4.
Of course.
Yeah. That's going to go right into mine. My first stand on the throne is staying in the Bengals offense, and it is Chase Brown. I think for all the things that we've said and that everyone's saying about how bad their defense is, how good their offense is, they're going to have to score a ton, right? And so I think Chase Brown is going to have all the opportunity in the world. From week 9 on last year, he had a 23.5 combined touches last season, and he's going to get that hopefully for the full year. That was just under 19 rushes a game and just over 4 catches a game. My bold prediction for Chase Brown is he will have more all-purpose yards this year than Saquon Barkley.
Ooh.
That's pretty bold.
That's very bold.
Saquon is an all-purpose yard monster. I think Chase Brown will be better than him this year in all-purpose yards.
What surprised me about Chase Brown last year is how many balls he did catch. That was very surprising to me when at the end of the year I was like, wow, this guy. I remember one game he had like 8 catches, and I was like, Chase Brown, 8 catches? That's so weird and random. But
Their game script never allowed them to run the ball.
Yeah.
They were never up.
True.
They're always coming back, man.
This is true. But if you look at Burrow too, Burrow is very much first read, pressure, Chase Brown. Like he knows where Chase Brown is at all times, and he's very good at checking it down to him. So that's where Chase Brown's opportunities come too.
Yeah.
I think Burrow has become a little bit more cognizant of that after having some of the injury, like shortened seasons.
Yep.
He's not willing to just hold the ball anymore and wait. Like if he can get 8 yards, he'll get it and then get the big play. Like he's gotten a lot smarter in his reads as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think as a NFL quarterback progresses, they just realize that the beauty of the check down, what it can do. It can get you the 6 yards, 8 yards, and then you have a shorter yards to go and keeps the pressure off of you, right? They got to slow down their blitz, all the things. I think they just, in the development, they learned it. He had 65 targets last year, 54 receptions.
And that was probably starting probably like 8 games or 9 games.
Yeah, that's half a season, basically.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so really, really high on Chase Brown. That's my first bold prediction, standing on the throne. Yours, I really like your next one, Aaron. So what do you got?
So my standing on the throne first bold prediction is going to make Gabriel and Mike 4 very happy. And it is that CeeDee Lamb will finish as the wide receiver 1 in fantasy this year.
Stand on that throne.
Nice.
I think he's primed to have a huge year. He didn't play a full season last year, didn't have Dak for 3/4 of the season last year. Still finished somewhere between wide receiver 6 and 8, depending on how your league scores. I think he's got everything he needs to be wide receiver 1 this year. Dak is back, fully healthy, guys.
Fully healthy.
Fully healthy. He's got another weapon on the other side that's, I'd say, arguably more talented than any other wide receiver 2 they've had to date in his career.
1,000%.
George Pickens.
Mhm.
A couple of options at tight end. They got Tolbert, still had a nice season last year. He's going to be their wide receiver 3. So I think CD is going to he's going to be able to get more open than he has been. As long as Dak stays healthy and he's back there, he should be back to where he was in 23. And I'm saying he will be the number 1 wide receiver in fantasy football.
Love that. Love that.
You guys want to hear a stat real quick that blew my mind? And I just kind of try to fathom it. And I was like, I guess it could happen. Over the last 2 years, CeeDee Lamb has had 333 targets. 333 targets in 2 seasons
That's
is
insane.
wild.
Yeah.
That is insane.
Now, I do think that number comes down with Pickens, but it might not actually, because we're going to be passing like 50 times because we don't have a running game.
Well, I'm saying, who are all of those targets from? They're not even necessarily I think he'll have more catches, maybe even on less targets, if Dak's throwing him all the passes.
Oh, last year was mainly Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
So, this year it's going to be Dak. And 2 years ago when he had his career year, it was with Dak Prescott. He had the 135 catches.
Yep.
And
Insane.
Just to your point, I actually think that the Cowboys are going to run the ball okay this year. I don't think it's going to be as bad as you're making it.
It's going to take a while. I think
They've got a few options to roll through, and I think they'll be able to move the ball. The question is will they actually stick to running the ball? Because that's always been the thing about the Cowboys is they give up on the run game.
I'm giving up on Javonte Williams already. I know you
don't
love him.
do it, sir.
I
Don't do
know.
it, sir. No, I loved him before the
I
knee
know.
injury.
Yeah, exactly. And that happens. You know what I mean?
He's still a good back. He'll be able to do what you need him to do. He's just not going to get you 5 yards a carry anymore.
I think it's going to be like a Zeke and Rico Dowdle situation last year where we start Zeke and it's going to take a minute till they realize Jadon Blue is probably more explosive and better.
Oh, for sure.
And then that's when he takes over midway. So you might be right down the you just got to be patient. But
Javonte will give you good snaps, though. He's an excellent pass protector, really good back there. He can catch the ball a lot better than people give him credit for.
Yeah.
He'll be okay.
I know I was giving Al a little bit of grief before the show started, and I'm going to say a name that I said I shouldn't mention, but without Micah Parsons, too, we're not going to have a great defense. So we're going to be in shootouts. We're going to be like Bengals 2.0. We're going to be a knockoff version of the Bengals because we don't have the receiver quite yet. But it's going to be a knockoff version.
You know what I really am hopeful for the Cowboys this year? Last season, there was like great week, terrible week, great week, terrible week. I hope that they can, instead of going back and forth of which it felt like last year, they can string together a few solid good weeks, you know, back to back to back to back to back. That's my biggest hope for the Cowboys. And I think they will if Dak is fully healthy. And I love the wide receiver 1 CeeDee Lamb call. Pretty good.
How about let's get some shootouts?
We'll love some CeeDee Lamb.
All right, that was round 1 of our bold predictions. I think they're going to get spicier, a little bolder, a little bit more standy on the throny.
We had to warm up a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
We're going to get a little spicy.
What's your next one?
This is my guy. I've been really raving about him lately, and I wish in redraft leagues I can't quite take him because he's going undrafted. But I'm making this bold prediction.
That's that's unbold now.
No,
you said
well, no,
you can't
hold on.
you can't. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm getting there because I'm going to be the first one to claim him when he does go off. J.J. McCarthy, top 10 quarterback this year. Now, I wanted to go spicier. I said maybe top 8, maybe even top 5. He has that potential. I think they pick right up where Sam Darnold left off, but even better, I do think J.J. McCarthy is going to be a very good quarterback. Now, he's a rookie. The thing with people, like when people come up and they surprise people, like you have no tape on J.J. McCarthy. We have no idea what to expect. This man could come out and run for 50 yards a game, and we don't know because we don't have any tape on him from the NFL. He sat his whole rookie year, and I love that. I think and this is kind of an off-topic thing, but the NFL is kind of rushing these young quarterbacks. I think these guys need to sit for a year, and that they're going to be better. Patrick Mahomes sat for a whole year before he actually came on. His first year starting, he was great. They went to the AFC Championship game. I can see something similar with J.J. McCarthy. You got Justin Jefferson. You just traded for Adam Thielen. That was a thing in the news I was going to bring up, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to save it for my J.J. McCarthy take. Adam Thielen's there now.
Plug.
3 games gone, and Jordan Addison comes back. T.J. Hawkinson's one of the better tight ends. He was coming back from injury last year. He has a full offseason this year where he doesn't have to do anything with the injury. Aaron Jones, Jordan Mason, one of the better offensive lines. This is set up for one of the better offenses in the league, and I'm buying in. I'm taking Justin Jefferson in pretty much all my leagues. I'm all in on this Vikings offense.
Wow. You said you were going to claim him. I claimed him in our CBS
You did.
league.
You did.
Prior to the season starting.
I told you who my bold prediction was going to be, and you said, oh, let me go get J.J. McCarthy.
I had it in there, and then I took it out.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know what? Just do it. So I do not advise this, but I'm carrying 3 quarterbacks currently.
Yeah, I don't advise that. So I drafted Caleb Williams, who I think has the potential higher ceiling. But J.J. McCarthy, to me, is going to be I think J.J. McCarthy long-term could be a very good quarterback. He could be top 5 one day. His first year, kind of we're looking at it his rookie year. I don't want to go too crazy. I will say top 10. Top 8 is probably maybe his ceiling. But I really do like J.J. McCarthy this year.
I mean, Sam Darnold was QB9 last year with that same team, basically. So it's very possible.
I like JJ. I need to see him in the NFL before I can stand on a throne to say he's going to be top 10. But I think you got to take him if he's your guy. You got to take him.
Right, you got to draft him at least.
I got him in Dynasty.
Quarterback?
I got him as Dynasty.
Yeah.
I took him in the 4th round.
Yeah, I would say we had a Dynasty league. We'll talk about our draft later, but
Yep.
that was Gabe's first quarterback taken was J.J. McCarthy.
Yep.
So he does believe in him.
He
I'll
does.
give you that. He does believe in him.
I
He
do.
was a JJ
I
believer.
think that the Vikings are one of the best all-around teams and one of the very best coached teams in the NFL. And I think that's why they got so much out of Sam Darnold. And the only difference to me is like Sam had seen all the wrong ways. Like he had a lot of NFL experience. So he was able to come in and they were able to help him see it the way he needed to and got the best out of him. I'm hoping they can do that with JJ. I think JJ will run the ball more than you expect for sure. And they have a lot of complementary players. So I can see him doing it. The NFL's tough, man. The beginning is a little bit of a feeling out period. So for him to actually reach that top 10, he's going to have a really good sound like back half of the season, even if the struggles a little bit at the beginning.
Yeah, no, I mean, look,
and I think he's going to have to run.
In his one preseason game, it was 3rd and 8. He scrambled for a first down. So there was, and that's kind of what I'm going based off of. It was the eye test for me in that preseason game. He overthrew on an in route, but he made the right reads. And he probably threw that thing and it was Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson's going to go up and get that ball, but your third string wide receiver, maybe not so much. But he made the right reads. He used his legs. I like what I saw out of JJ McCarthy.
I don't mind JJ at all. I like him. I claimed him. I think I have him as my backup quarterback in another draft that I did last night. So JJ, we're all in here. It seems like. And
real quick, first 3 games, at the Bears, at home against the Falcons, and then at home against the Bengals. So he has 3 pretty solid for opening games where he can get a flow going.
Yep.
He's not seeing tough, crazy defenses. I'll say probably the best one of those 3 are the Bears.
Yep.
So after that, though, it's going to be pretty good. Like he can get a good flow going, good start to the season.
Some confidence for sure.
I think for sure the Vikings are going to do well. Like like I said, I think they're one of the better teams. Him finishing in the top 10 of fantasy points is the thing that I'm like,
That's the bold.
Because I think for him to do it, he's either going to have to be just like incredible or he's going to have rushing stats.
Yeah.
Right? Like he's going to have one or the other.
I can see, and this might be bold too, I can see him going for 400 rushing yards for the year, which is pretty bold, but.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
I mean, a young man, he should be able to run.
Right. Speaking of bold, we're going to ask some people for some money. Hey, if you've been enjoying Watch the Throne Fantasy Football Podcast, we'd love your support. Just head over to thronefantasyfootball.com/listen and hit the support button at the top of the page. It's a simple way to help keep the show going, and you'll get some extra cool extras. That's a terrible written ad by me. Get some cool extras like our weekly fantasy football newsletter and subscriber-only content. Go to thronefantasyfootball.com/listen and click the support button at the top of the page. It's that easy.
And look, as we keep going, we're going to offer more. We'll be able to provide more. We'll offer more rankings. We'll offer our our starts and sits and everything that you need, the waiver wire claims. We're going to be able to offer you more. So get in there now, sign up, and we'll get you some information that nobody else will have.
There's even rumors of us doing more than one show a week where we're going to have subscriber-only content on those shows. Maybe live streams, all sorts of things we're working on behind the scenes.
Whoa. Spoiler alert.
Whoa.
Spoiler alert.
Hey, listen, you need us, and we need you. Let's do it together.
I like it.
1,000%.
I like it.
We're a community.
Back to
that brought a tear to my eye.
Oh, Mike Ford. We need them, right?
Yes, we do. We need them.
Absolutely.
Back to the bold predictions. Let's go with a guy that Gabe has been all about this entire offseason. From the moment he got drafted, Tyler Warren, Indianapolis Colts. I've not been able to get him anywhere in any drafts, and it's really upsetting for me because he gets taken by either the man to my left or did you take him from me in another league?
I don't have him in a single league yet.
Yeah.
And this is my guy.
Yes, it is. Tyler Warren, he had 104 catches for 1,233 yards and 12 touchdowns last year at Penn State. And also check this stat out. 218 rushing yards.
He's a wildcat.
That's a freaking
that surprises me.
That's an animal of an athlete for sure.
I think he's thrown a touchdown or two as well.
Probably. He also had a 17 reception game last year.
He's a monster.
And he just overall has great hair.
Great hair
as well.
For sure.
Which I think helps.
Sick flow. Sick flow.
So what's the bold prediction though?
The bold prediction is he will finish as a top 4 tight end.
4.
He will only finish behind the combination of Brock Bowers, Trey McBride. I don't know who the 3 tight end is right now.
George Kittle,
George Kittle,
Hawkinson,
Tyler Warren.
Laporta.
Sam
Okay.
Laporta,
Tyler Warren. So those 3,
Travis
then
Kelce.
Tyler Warren.
Mm.
I almost said Travis Kelce, engaged Kelce, but
I'm telling you, Travis Kelce's coming.
I was gonna do this. I love this take. Obviously, I was gonna do it as well. I let you have it, but I was gonna go bold. He could be tight end number 1 in my eyes.
wow.
I
mean-
think he's that good.
Tight end 1 and tight end 4, as we've said before, not that much different. So
No.
could happen.
Obviously he's been gaining traction and going to draft season. Obviously it showed. He's 7th round ADP where probably in July he was going like 9th round. So if you have last minute drafts, definitely look for him in the 7th round or 6th round even.
I think the easiest way to state it is like this is your Brock Bowers of last year.
Yep.
Like the number 1 tight end coming out in the draft. Everybody had him rated that way.
Mhm.
Brock was the same way. And it was like, this is the guy. If you need a tight end, you go and get him. And the Colts did. And I think he's going to have an awesome year. And I'm the guy that stole him from Al in that draft. So Tyler Warren is on that team of mine. And I'm totally good with either one of your predictions. Tight end 4 to 1, please give him to me.
Sign you up.
It was great because we pick next to each other and I'm putting my sticker up and he goes, oh, I'm going to put this sticker up and the look on Al's face is going to be priceless. And the look on your face was amazing.
Yep. I leaned over to Aaron. I said, we should save this for the draft recap. But there was a joke that I said to Aaron and Aaron said, yeah, no. I was like, oh, cool. I'll share the joke.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember it.
I do.
I'll share it
remember
later.
Yes.
Speaking of guys with killer hair and sick flow, who's your next bold prediction?
Next bold prediction for me is Isaac Tesla. So if you guys don't know Isaac Tesla, go look this guy up, okay? Because he did this celebration in the preseason after he scored a touchdown, and it was the worm, and it was phenomenal. So not really the reason for my bold prediction, but just the guy is uber talented.
He's huge.
He's
Big body.
huge. He's huge. I was telling the guys, and I told a couple of people this. He reminds me of Puka Nacua. The way that he plays football, the way he plays receiver. By the way, if you don't know him, he's a receiver drafted in the 3rd round. He's a rookie for the Detroit Lions. The Lions just today traded Tim Patrick away, and I believe Tesla will be the number 3 receiver in Detroit.
1,000%.
And I think he's going to get a lot of run. I think he's going to be on the field a lot, and I think they really, really believe in him. So my bold prediction is Isaac will be a top 30 wide receiver this year.
Man.
Love it.
A top 30 wide receiver. Do you know where his ADP has him being taken?
I'm going to guess in the 150s.
Do you have that for us?
It's 220.
Yeah, I was going to say undrafted.
As the wide
yeah.
receiver 92 right now in drafts.
That's crazy.
This is the boldest prediction.
If you have a draft that has not happened, this is your final round pick. In the last 1 or 2 rounds, take this guy and just watch him.
Did you take him in our dynasty draft?
No, because we haven't done rookies yet.
Oh, that's right. Okay, that's right. That's right.
Spoiler alert.
But trust me, when he's on the way back in the 2nd round,
You're going to take him?
he's coming to me. Unless you steal him from me, because I
was
stole
gonna-
Warren from you.
I was going to say, now, you put him out there.
Revenge
Yeah,
shot.
and that's okay. That's okay. I got him. But as soon as that, so we just did a draft, and I wanted to take him with the last round pick, and I spaced it and did not. I took Rico Dowdle instead. And when I saw the trade news of Tim Patrick this morning, I immediately put in a claim for Isaac. So Tesla.
When they drafted him, they traded 2 other 3rd round picks to get this guy.
He was one of the most surprising picks in the draft.
To me right away, that said Jameis Williams is going to be gone. Now, it might not be right away, but this is definitely, especially in Dynasty, Tesla's a guy. Because I do think Jameson Williams, they might not trade him, but I don't think they re-sign him, and that's because of this guy. He almost gives me like Dan Campbell player vibes, like the way he looks and the way he plays, and just he would be the definition of grit. So I think he fits perfectly in this Detroit offense. I love the pick. I love the take. I think he is going to be someone in the future to keep an eye on. And he can. I don't want to say he could be the number one receiver because obviously that's disrespectful to Amon-Ra, but he can be like 1A, 1B in the future.
I think the reason I like him so much is because how he complements Amon-Ra. They're totally different players, both good at their own set of skills. And I think they could coexist similar to not necessarily the way that they play, but similar to the Bengals receivers. Yeah. Like similar to how they operate with the amount of targets is what I'm saying.
Also similar to the way Cooper Kupp played with Puka, right? Amon-Ra is more of the Cooper Kupp kind of style where it's the short yardage, the quick, Z outs, all those things. And Puka can do it all, just like Tesla.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the biggest,
this is way bold.
Who the heck is Isaac Tesla?
This is way bold. You just said his ADP is in 200 something. This is way bold. And you have him going as a top 30 wide receiver.
I think he's going to finish as a top 30 wide receiver, which means you can play him as a wide receiver 3 in a 10-team league.
Yeah, with confidence. Wow.
This is the only man, too, I think, that has 2 A's in his first and last name.
Whoa.
I think it's Isaac Tesla.
And he has the S is capitalized in his last name. T-E capital S.
No way.
L-A-A, yeah.
Capital T, little E, capital S.
What?
Yeah, Tesla. Yeah, dude. This dude is full of swag.
The man is swagged out.
Are you kidding?
I'm telling you, just look him up. Go watch a couple videos. You don't even have to put a whole bunch of stock in him. Get him late in your draft, and then when he goes off, let the show know or subscribe.
Hey, now.
What a plug.
Listen, I have one more draft on Sunday with both of you.
We all do, yeah.
A live draft. And
dang, dude, I'm there too as well, man.
And Mike Ford.
You know what's funny? I was thinking all 4 of us.
Who takes Tesla?
On my name.
I mean,
who takes Tesla and how early?
Don't be disrespectful. Yeah, let Aaron get him now at this point.
Aaron called the shot. You got to let
the last round anymore. Can't be the last round anymore. This is going to move his ADP by 30 at least.
This is true.
Listen, if his ADP starts to go up, we got more listeners.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a good problem to have, fellas. We're doing good.
Yeah, 13th, 14th round.
Yeah.
That's okay.
You know who will want to take him in our league? Chris.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yep.
Always.
No doubt.
Yeah,
for sure.
So
no doubt.
We got to get him.
Your next one, Gabe.
My last one.
Your last one.
My last stand on the throne. So
round us out.
I fell in love with this guy last year, and I think I surprised people when I took him last year in our CBS draft, and I had the 12th pick. I took him in the 4th round, and people were just like, you could have waited. You could have got him. I didn't want to wait. He was my guy. And my bold prediction, Malik Nabers, number 1 fantasy wide receiver to finish the year.
Wait, we can't have more than – we have 2 of those now on the show today.
Well, one person has one.
Oh.
I have the other.
Oh.
So one of us is going to be wrong.
Both in the same division.
And look, this guy is another guy who just – it's the talent. It's the opportunity. This guy is just a monster. I think Malik Nabers has all the potential in the world to be like the number 1 running back or number 1 receiver. He could be the number 1. He could outscore every running back. He could outscore every quarterback. Not quarterback. Okay, I went a little too far. But he could be. That's how much I believe in his potential. His potential is so high that it's through the roof, and I can't even put it together of what he can do. I believe he could be the first receiver to ever get 150 catches. He can set the catch record because of how many opportunities he get. This guy can be the first guy who gets 200 targets. I'm really high on this guy. They just have nobody else in New York, and I do think it's an improvement on Russell Wilson. Now, this is where my take gets a little bolder. I do think Russell Wilson gets benched. And what does that mean? Who comes in the back? And I know you're going to say.
Throwing bullseyes.
No, you know what he's throwing? Darts.
No. You're both wrong.
You think it's going to be Jameis Winston?
It's Jameis Winston.
Okay. Jameis
throws
Winston?
the ball like crazy.
He's going
to eat dubs. He's going – Malik Nabers is going to eat targets and catches. Dude, I cannot wait until he gets benched and Jameis Winston comes in and throws him the ball 20 times a game.
So for your prediction to come true, we need Jameis to be the quarterback.
We need Jameis to come in after week 6.
Just throwing bombs.
Just throwing Malik Nabers every ball, every time.
Wow. I mean,
there it is.
He's a lot of fun. I love watching Jameis. He just slangs that thing.
I just love the explanation. I think that was great. I'm hooked. I want to see it.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait till, because I mean, let's be real. Do we all think Russell Wilson makes it through the whole season?
No.
So
I mean, it
it's
doesn't
Jameis.
make sense for him to make it through the whole season. The only way Russell makes it through the season is if the Giants are winning and they're in playoff contention.
Right,
Yeah.
which chances are quite low.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Quite low.
not standing on that throne.
No, I don't think
That's
any
for
of us
sure.
are.
Yeah, no.
and
I
like,
don't think any of us are.
you could, like, I was trying to get my excitement through because I'm just so excited. I'm like, oh, I can't wait till they hear this Jameis take. I can't wait. I can't wait. Oh, I was just so excited, and then I was like, finally, I got it out. And, I love Malik Nabers. Look, I would have taken him right after the top 3 receivers. After Chase, after Jefferson, after Lamb, I would have gone Malik Nabers.
Okay.
All right.
I'm
Can't,
not mad at it.
can't get mad at that.
He should have a very large target share.
Dude, he had 170. I'm looking that up right now. 170 targets last year in 15 games.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he's going to get the 200. I really do believe this.
They just have to be willing to still make that their offense. Like,
Yeah,
that has to be their go-to is throwing him the ball.
just like Dallas, they don't have a running game. Like, I like Tracy, I like Scattaboo, but it's just not there yet.
Well, what is their game script going to be?
Playing from behind.
Are they going to be able to get ahead and keep the lead? If that's the case, then they're going to run the ball more. But I don't see that as much. If they want to help Russell win, they will try to run the ball more. I will say that. But honestly, this is New York, right?
It's New York.
This is New York. They want the story. They want Jackson Dart to play.
They do, but Jameis is the best. I really do think they're committed to just seeing Jackson Dart the whole year.
Which is smart.
I'm
like going
okay
on what you said earlier.
Yeah.
I'm okay if they do.
Yeah.
I'm okay. For fantasy,
Yeah.
give me some Jameis.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you see Jackson Dart like in the last couple games, depending on how their season goes. But I do think Russ starts. Maybe they go 2-4. Here comes Jameis Winston.
So I was actually going to say that to you with the JJ take that Patrick Mahomes, his rookie year, I believe he started the last 2 games of that season.
Oh, his rookie year?
I'm almost positive he
I think it was the
played
one.
the last
But you're
1
right.
or 2 games.
Yes.
And that kind of like got his feet wet
Yep.
into and then the next year he just took off.
Yep.
So I thought that was valuable that they did that for him.
Yep.
So I thought that,
Yeah.
that
Wow.
was cool.
Wow.
You like it?
Number 1 overall receiver.
Yep.
Should I keep the trend going? We're staying with wide receiver.
You won't.
Should I keep the trend
You
going?
won't.
Listen,
Put it on tape.
my guy, next wide receiver for the show, Cortland Sutton, for the Broncos, for the culture, for the boys, for the people.
Number 1?
Cortland Sutton, they made me pull back from my bold prediction earlier.
Whoa, no.
I didn't make
Fair.
you do anything.
Off air, they said pull back.
Nobody forced
I just
you
said
to
it was
do
spicy,
anything.
but go.
My
do it.
prediction for Cortland Sutton is he will finish as a top 5 fantasy wide receiver. Okay. They said pull back to 10. And as they're talking about their number ones, CeeDee Lamb, Malik Nabers, respectfully, Malik Nabers' target share is absolutely insane. So I can't really argue that, but I can with CeeDee Lamb had 1 target less than Cortland Sutton last year. He did play 2 games less, though. But Cortland Sutton had only 1 target less than Justin Jefferson last year. And he had 2 targets more than Amon-Ra St. Brown.
So
I
you're
lied.
saying the targets are there.
I'm sorry. He had 12 targets more than St. Brown at 153.
So the targets are there.
The targets are there. Okay. The whole thing for me is Cortland Sutton doesn't really have, knock on wood, can stay pretty healthy. 17, 15, 16, 17 games played in the last 4 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
If he stays healthy, Marvin Mims got hurt today. We don't know how bad. I think talking target share, Sutton I think he's going to be over 26% of the target share, which is huge
Yeah, I
in
mean,
an
you're
offense.
projecting probably about 160, 170 targets then.
Yep, around there. And I think he's a touchdown machine, right? I think he had 8 last year. I could see him going double digits this year. And
And they were all in the back half of the year.
yep, he's got a rising quarterback in Bo Nix. Not a lot of target competition. And I just think he's the true alpha there. I could see him finishing as a top 5 fantasy. I know that's crazy
Top
bold.
5 is wild.
Top 5.
But I love it.
I think he can finish ahead of Amon-Ra. I think he can finish ahead of, and we're talking PPR too, which that's kind of wild. I think he can finish ahead of Puka. I think he can finish ahead of Amon-Ra. I don't want to say Malik Nabers.
You're gonna. I
don't want to say it.
I was like, please
I don't want to say it.
Please say it, because I want to be the first to ever walk off on this podcast.
So I think he has to finish better than Amon-Ra. Top 5 is a bold prediction
Top
because I
5 is
like
very
Nico.
bold.
I like Nico a lot.
Sir, he's never finished top 10.
So we're gonna, maybe I'll say top 8. There we go. I'm pulling back.
Here we
Pulling
go.
back. Mike Ford changes to top 8, please. Thanks.
Hold on, we gotta change the graphic real quick.
Man, sorry.
It's stuck.
It is what it is.
I can't change
It's
it.
already in
Top
it's in the
5
clou-
was
it's in the
very-
cloud, dude.
Top 5 was very bold. I actually had him, and I dropped him because it was a Thursday night game where he had 0 targets, 0 catches. He wasn't doing much up until that point. So I said, this just isn't his year. And then he blew up. And
So
then he started going off.
you let him go at the turning point of Bo Nix's development.
Correct.
Because they went into that game, and it was in New Orleans. It
Yep.
was Sean Payton's return to New Orleans.
Yep.
And they crushed the Saints.
They won by like 30 points.
And they didn't even need Sutton.
No.
I mean, they crushed.
Literally.
Like special teams, I think they had a defensive touchdown. Like they crushed. And so it was just one of those games. But from a fantasy perspective, you're like, okay, dude, no targets, you're gone.
Yeah. It was
and
just.
then the rest of the year, they took off.
Well, even just the first 6 games, it was just like, it wasn't looking good for Sutton. It was just, he wasn't doing much. And I think, maybe he had 1 double-digit point in PPR game in that 6 games. So it was just not looking good. And I drafted him in like the 9th or 10th round. So what am I wasting? So I cut him, and he actually ended up being a pretty good receiver. Top 5 is very spicy.
Yeah.
I think top 10, okay, I can get behind that a little bit. But, yeah, top 5 is just wild.
I took Sutton in round 4 comfortably twice, and I felt good both times.
I mean, yeah, I probably would feel more comfortable in round 5 or 6. If you get him in 6, that's perfect. If you get him in 5, that's fine.
I think it was round 4. I'll have to double back.
But if you believe that's your guy, then believe in him.
Sticking to the same organization, the same Sean Payton led Broncos team. Who you got?
So I'm standing on this throne again, and I'm just going to keep preaching it, and we're going to speak it into existence. And mine is Bo Nix is going to be a top 5 quarterback this year. And I'm so excited to watch it. He is, I think, primed to take another step forward. He's as Gabe told you in the New Orleans game last year, the first 6 weeks of his season, his rookie year, he was treading water, to say the least, right? Like trying to figure out what the defense was doing, trying to figure out what they were doing, knowing who he could rely on. And then from week 7 or 8 till the end of the year, he just took off and had an awesome finish to the year. Finished somewhere between quarterback 9 and quarterback 7 last year in fantasy. So was top 10.
Yep.
In a year that really you could throw out the first 6 weeks.
Seriously.
And just had a huge finish. So I'm basically saying he's going to take the next step. He's going to do it for a full season. We're going to have over 30 touchdowns from both. He's going to throw for probably about 4,500 yards.
Whoa.
I'm going to say.
Whoa.
Maybe 4,000.
I like it.
Because he's going to run. I hope he continues to run.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So interesting, Gabe, you said about JJ running. Bo had 430 rushing yards last year on 92 attempts, 4 rushing touchdowns, 29 passing touchdowns. And like I said, the first however many weeks, I think maybe he had 1 or 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking he's going to get somewhere around or close to 40 is what I'm hoping for. That pushes him into the top 5, even if he runs a little bit less. Because let's be honest, last year, some of that was he was running for his life.
Yeah.
And so I think maybe that scales back a little bit. The thing that I really hope to see is Sean creating runs for him now.
Sure.
Because I don't even think he realized how athletic he was at that position until he really had to show it.
Right.
So I think he's going to be top 5. We've kind of mentioned the weapons as we've gone around.
Yep.
But they got, multiple running backs they can rely on. We brought Evan Ingram in to be the joker, so he's going to be all over the field possession-wise. seams. Make no mistake, Sutton is the favorite weapon.
I think.
I mean, he relies on Cortland Sutton, loves throwing him the ball.
Yep.
So I think that's going to be great. We're going to need Mims to be healthy and then rely on the younger guys. But I see Bo, if he continues to rise, I see him as a top 5 quarterback.
It's super cool to see the game slow down for someone. And we got to see it like live happen last year, like midway through the season with Bo Nix. And I think it has slowed down as much as it looked like it did. Maybe we talked about it off air, the dreaded sophomore slump isn't a thing for Bo.
No, I think he only gets better from here. I mean, 3,700 passing yards, 29 passing touchdowns with 12 interceptions. That's actually a really impressive interception to touchdown ratio for a rookie. 4 rushing touchdowns on top of that. 400, like he said, he's using the legs. He had 92 attempts. And he's 25 years old, so I think he's just about to enter his prime. I think it only gets better from here. And then Sean Payton's system is not easy. Like, that thing is so complicated and so many different motions and route combinations are crazy. It's only going to get easier for him. And now he has another year with Cortland Sutton. Like you said, to bring in Evan Ingram. He's only going to get better. I love Bo Nix. I think he's going to be a tremendous player. And I think he's going to be I'm not mad at the top 5 pick. I mean, I can definitely see it for quarterback for sure.
He got his own coach came out in the offseason and said Bo Nix will be a top 5 quarterback in the NFL in the next few years.
And then I think I heard him say in fantasy next year. I think he said that in the press.
Oh, was that in the, in the footnotes?
I think it was in there.
But for your coach to come out and just say that, I mean, it's kind of awesome too, because in a sense he's challenging him at the same time, which I love. I expect him to have a big year.
Yeah.
I had one question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you taking Bo Nix over? Are you taking Bo Nix over Baker Mayfield?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Absolutely. I think last year is Baker's best year ever. I don't think you will see Baker get to that level of quarterback play again.
I mean,
that's just my
it was unbelievable last year for Baker. Are you
I
taking
Baker
him
too? I loved him at Oklahoma.
Are you taking him over Jaden Daniels?
Bo?
Yes. I'm trying to find out where it stops.
Here's the thing. I wouldn't take him over Jaden Daniels, but I would wait and take Bo instead of Jaden Daniels.
Yep.
This was a classic. I forget who it was. I don't even know if it was you guys, but someone was asking me Nico or it was the Christian McCaffrey question.
Yeah.
It was Christian McCaffrey or it was Genty. Look, I'm taking Christian McCaffrey over Genty, but I'd rather be in a position to take Genty, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'd rather be in a position to take Bo. Jaden Daniels is probably like one of the top 5. Like, okay, if I get Jaden Daniels, great. I'll live with that because I think Jaden Daniels is that dude.
Yeah.
But after that, I would rather have Bo Nix than like a guy like Mahomes.
That's the cutoff, right? Like Jaden Daniels, Burrow,
Yes.
Hurts, Allen, and Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
But you would take him over Baker. You take him over Mahomes.
Yes.
You take him over Kyler.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I agree with all that.
I do too.
I would. And I think somehow he sneaks into those 5, right? I don't know where exactly. Yeah. I don't know who has a few less touchdowns and he gets in there, but I think they're all competing for that spot.
For me, the argument's Mahomes versus Nix.
Oh, yeah.
You take there.
So Mahomes or Baker for sure.
So I don't know
if either of them. Yeah.
Have we all done our stand on the throne? Are we finished with the predictions? Do we want to move into draft recap?
Shall we?
Because I was just going to mention something that came exactly from the draft.
Perfect. Segue us in. Go ahead, Aaron.
Okay, so we had a 12-team PPR league draft.
CBS, right?
Somehow, in CBS Sports. Somehow, the 3 of us picked Gabe, me, then Al.
That was so annoying.
Back to back to back. So I think we all took players from each other, of course.
Aaron was at 3. I was at 4. You were at 5.
Yep, correct.
Yep. So it came in the 6th round.
Throw that board up, David.
To
Mike
me.
4.
So it came to the 6th round to me, and Gabe looks over at me. He's like, "You gonna take your boy?" And I was like, "Well, I'm not gonna take him right here. I'm gonna take a different player here, and then I'm gonna let him come to 7. And when 7 comes around, let's see, the second pick already had a quarterback, I believe.
Yep.
But your brother,
Ray.
your brother who was picking first, did not have a quarterback yet.
Nope.
So I said, all right, look, he's only going to take 1. So I'll be okay with either Mahomes or Bo, whoever comes back around. If they both come, I'll take Bo.
Right.
He didn't take a quarterback, so I ended up getting Bo. I got to take who I wanted in the 6th round, Sixth round.
Yeah, you're right.
Sixth
You're
round.
correct.
And then let it come back around so that I could take Bo.
Wow.
Which
Bo
one?
Nix in the 7th round.
Yeah.
So I got him in the 7th round, and that's like a little strategy too. Like, look at your board, who's picking, and would you be okay if it's a specific position like quarterback, having one or the other? Then you can confidently allow him to go.
Especially if you're picking at the end, like 3, 10. Like, you have to look at the other. Like, when it's coming back to you, you have to look at the other two teams. Okay, he has a quarterback. Okay, and he doesn't. I'm taking a risk. There's 2 guys I like, but I'll take the guy, a running back or receiver, tight end, whatever it is, here. And then I'll get my quarterback at the end, or 7th round.
And I like Mahomes this year.
I do too.
I think Mahomes has a good year.
Even with the Rashee Rice news, yeah.
I like him
because
better with Rashee Rice.
think about it. He's gonna have Rashee Rice after the 6 games for the entire rest of the year.
It's true.
That's gonna open everything. I mean, even good teams have a bad few games, right? So he's gonna have everybody else catching from him is relatively healthy. All their running backs are healthy.
Yep.
They hopefully maybe have an answer at left tackle. Maybe.
We'll find out.
And but hard for me to bet against Mahomes. So at that point I was like, I'll take Bo or Mahomes, and I'll live with the results. So.
Yeah. Looking back at that board, I did take Sutton in round 4 of this draft. So yeah. I'm comfortable with it. I'm comfortable with round 4 Sutton for sure.
Well, he would have been taken by me if you didn't take him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I ended up taking Garrett Wilson, I believe, because you took Sutton.
Yeah. Something that stood out, draft note that I kind of wanted to bring up, but then we'll get to one of yours, Gabe, from the CBS draft or whatever draft you've been in this past weekend. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt.
Wild Bill.
Bill. I'm going to call him JCM, but Bill, he goes by Bill. Got picked in the 6th round of that draft. And then I did a draft last night, and he got picked in the 8th round. So his ADP is absolutely skyrocketing.
It's crazy.
And what's nuts is I don't think he's officially been named the starting running back.
So part of the fantasy drafts too is having fun with your boys. You know, I know every single one of these guys in my league, and I've known them for a long time. So I got Austin Eckler in the 8th round, and I'm going to put my sticker up. I said I will be taking the number 1 running back in Washington, Austin Eckler.
I remember you saying that.
Because I don't understand. Like, okay, don't get me wrong. I get it. He has the potential. We don't know what he is. This guy, like, they still have Christian Rodriguez ahead of it. It's Christian Rodriguez, right? That's
Chris,
Chris Rodriguez.
Rodriguez,
Okay, sorry. So he's still ahead of Wild Bill. Wild Bill's number 3 on the depth chart. And I know people, like, if you want to be patient, it's fine. Be patient. But Eckler, to me, is going to be that guy that gets the most touches. Now, I'm not saying he gets the most carries. He gets the most touches in that backfield. He's going to be a guy, I think, as long as he stays healthy. Obviously, last year he had a lot of concussion issues, so we'll hope he stays healthy. He's going to get a lot of work in this offense, and that's why I think they let Brian Robinson go, too, because of what Eckler did. Eckler, on a per-touch basis last year, was up in the top 10 running backs. So he is one of those guys that still has some juice. He's still explosive. I think that's why they let Brian Robinson go, because they're comfortable with Eckler. And then here's Chris Rodriguez on the goal line, and maybe they work in Wild Bill here and a couple carries too. So
it's pretty wild how much he has risen, and also pretty wild at how quick people are writing off Austin Eckler. To your point,
I think snap percentage. I think Eckler's going to be on the field for the most snaps, at least at the beginning, for sure, as they kind of figure it out. I actually like Chris Rodriguez. I don't know. He obviously hasn't got a lot of opportunity. I don't know how many carries he had last year, but he averaged close to 5 yards a carry when he was on the field.
And he's going to be the goal line back.
I mean, he's a pretty good player. In preseason, he came out and he started. They gave him the first snap. He ripped off a 40-yard run.
Yeah.
Just like, boom.
Yep.
And he was the first touch. So
it's on looking on, Washington Commanders website currently, and they have the unofficial depth chart on here. And you look at first team, at every single position there's a name, except a running back. It's blank.
Well, that's
then
probably
they have
because
Eckler second.
They probably just took Robinson's name out.
Maybe.
And just
That's
didn't
fair.
fill it.
Then they have McNichols third.
Yeah.
This is late. Is this late? Is this behind?
I think so. I guess let's not say who you're on, but Yeah, I think that's a little
it's the
outdated.
Washington Commanders
Yeah.
website.
No, I mean Jeremy McNichols is going to be listed as your third string because the other guys are so young; they're not going to fill
Yeah, it's got
spots.
Chris
And like I said,
Rodriguez 4 and
they just took Robinson out of that and left a blank. That they were just trying to be clever.
To me, Eckler's the most proven, and I get the Wild Bill pick. I would wait a little longer though. I'd still double digits for him,
Yeah.
10th round and beyond.
I mean, I'd love to draft him, but I can't do it in the 6th round.
Yeah,
when he went in the 6th round, I was shocked. I was like, whoa.
We all our jaws dropped.
And you guys know who the very next pick was?
Nah,
Matthew Golden was the very next pick in the 6th round. Those 2 picks back to back in the 6th round was like the most surprising thing of that whole draft to me.
Then
Wild.
real quick, do you want to hear the next 6 picks after that?
Yes.
Rashee Rice, Jameson, and then Rashee Rice was obviously before the suspension came in. Rashee Rice, Jameson Williams, Xavier Worthy, Jalen Waddle, Jerry Jeudy, George Pickens.
Wow.
Which is so this is the great thing about fantasy football. You never know. Just like go get your guy, but at the same time, kind of be smart about go get your guy. Like Golden, you can get probably 8th or 9th round. You could have got a guy there like Jalen Waddle, like George Pickens, like Xavier Worthy, and you could have waited on Matthew Golden still.
I would even be okay taking Rice right there, honestly, because you know what he's going to be when he comes back.
Right.
And if he was healthy all year and it was like it was guaranteed, he would have gone higher.
Oh, guaranteed.
So I thought he was actually picked in a pretty good spot.
Yeah.
But the other 2, I was like, whoa.
I wish we had a breaking news sound that we could fire up.
Oh no.
I was unaware, but Travis Hunter and his wife Leanna had a birth of their son.
Where's my office camera at? So
Was I unaware?
I really thought you were about to break some news.
No,
right
nothing.
Now.
Yeah, well, this affects Travis Hunter, dude. When you have kids, it actually
Says the
affects
guy
you
who has no
negatively.
kids.
It affects you. No, as an athlete, like there's a history. Okay, look up Nick Swisher. Okay, I know that's baseball, but like it kind of messes with.
Hey, man. I'm glad this is not a bold prediction.
Listen, I am too. But listen.
Hey, guys, I just want to let you know that for the next show, we're going to make Al leave the computer somewhere else so that he's not trying to break baby news in the middle of the podcast.
I mean, maybe it's bigger news to me than you guys, I guess.
I guess so.
So does this impact his fantasy stock for you? Like this
Yeah.
week now you're going to raise an Eiler?
No,
he's gonna
lower.
Lower?
What? Why?
It gets worse with a baby?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why would it get worse?
All right, you guys, your homework for today and yours is to look up seasons after athletes have child and see if they're better or worse. It's a high percentage of worse.
There's no way that there's
Dude, look up Nick Swisher.
There's
bro.
no way there's statistics.
So
out there
the
on
one
this.
his
I'll
one
Google it
guy
for
he
you
knows
guys.
off the top of his head, Nick Swisher. That's his example, which is baseball. It's not even football.
Baseball, baby.
What are we doing right now? We're off the rails.
I'm sorry. Back to your draft notes. You have more, Gabe?
I don't even know.
You know what, guys? I got to take back my Mahomes take because he's got 3 kids now. He's gonna get worse.
Did they have him this offseason, though? When was his first offseason that he had on? Curious.
Well, I don't know, but
Curious to know.
the man has had kids. They've been on the field during the Super Bowl celebrations. Like I think they're doing okay.
Probably had a baby while they won a Super Bowl.
Was it the first season that he finished outside of the top 3 fantasy quarterbacks, maybe? Could be. Could have been.
Oh my god!
Guess we'll have to find out.
I hope you can. I pray you can find a stat that some baby related. And real quick, just a show of hands: who here on the pod has a kid? At least one. Yeah, the only man here with a kid.
Yes.
And you're over here. Oh yeah, it definitely affects it. It's hard to
It takes away from a little bit of their focus, their time, their commitment, all the things that kids do, and that's okay.
I would say not during the season, especially football. Like
Football, baby.
I don't. There's so much like time commitment.
I would definitely say professional athletes
I-
have a different life than
Truthfully, I would play. I have 2 kids, and I would play harder for them now than I would have before. That's just me.
This show got off the rail. I can't even get back on track. This show's off the rails. I think this is the perfect time to wrap.
That's a good time to wrap.
This is it. I think this is how we end the
The
show.
Browns and Jaguars each had all 3 of their running backs drafted. That's my other draft notes from this. I thought that was very interesting.
When you did point that out to me, I said, "Wow."
Yeah.
Well, that's because who's going to play?
Who's going to play?
You don't know.
I guess my biggest, real quick, is Jahmyr Gibbs fell to 8.
8. That
yeah,
was wild.
that was crazy.
That was insane. Do you
And
have,
you know what's
do you
funny?
have a biggest one?
Real quick. The guy in one of the CBS grades your draft, and obviously the guy who got Jahmyr Gibbs at 8, he just had guys fall to him, and he took them right where they should be. My boy Fabi, shout out Fabi. He took all the guys where he should, and CBS gave him the best draft. The funny thing is, in the group text that we have, the guy was like, how'd you guys let Fabi get the best draft? I wanted to be like, you took Derrick Henry at 7. What do you mean we let Fabi have the best draft? You were the main cause for. Anyways, and he watches, so he'll see the little.
The fact that Jahmyr Gibbs went number 8 was just
wild,
shocking to me.
Yeah.
I could not believe that.
I thought you were taking him at 5 for sure.
Didn't Dalton Kincaid go in like the 14th round?
Yeah.
AJ took him.
Yeah, and breaking news, he's going to be dropped here as soon as we get off this show.
Breaking news. Real breaking news.
Real breaking news. He's dropping him.
Hey, Kincaid's out there. Go get him. I think he's going to have a bounce back year.
That's
I like
insane.
Dalton Kincaid.
That is insane.
I think he's dropping him.
He was hurt last year. Josh likes throwing to his tight ends.
He should have a bounce back.
He had a real good rookie year.
I loved Kincaid coming out of college.
Mhm. He's still good.
Yeah.
I think he's being underrated. He's good value if you want to draft him in like late tight end that's going to see the field a lot and have a really awesome quarterback to play with.
Can
I
you
like
find
him.
Can you find out real quick if Kincaid had a kid or not, and this is a way that we can stay away from him?
What is your biggest note
Oh
or
my
takeaway from the
gosh.
draft this past weekend, Aaron, if you have one?
Well, I think my biggest takeaway was those back-to-back picks in the 6th, like Bill going and then Golden right after him.
Yeah.
That super surprised me. That was probably the biggest shock that I saw in the draft. The other one was probably how far Mark Andrews fell in the draft. Mark Andrews fell
10th round.
pretty far. Like
Yeah.
we were, I mean, Warren went before him. I
Mhm.
think Loveland may have went before him.
Yep.
There was a lot of guys that went before Andrews, and I was a little bit surprised at that.
The one guy that went before him that probably I disagree with is Kyle Pitts. That was the one. I was like,
Yeah.
Everyone else,
Yeah.
okay, I can get behind.
Michael Penix Jr. and Kyle Pitts play golf together.
Do they have kids?
I doubt Penix does, but Pitts might.
You never know.
We'll see.
We're going to have to start. That's going to have to be a stat on everybody we talk about from now on. How
I'm
many
actually
kids do they
trying
have?
to find.
There's no way you
I'm
find.
trying to
Get a little
find
baby
it here.
counter on the bottom of
Like
the screen.
NFL
Ding, ding.
NFL players value change, welcoming first child. Average
my.
value
This
before
guy's in a rabbit hole right now.
14.3.
Oh, my gosh.
Average value after 8.0. Difference minus 6.3.
6.3 what?
It's probably not surprising that NFL players' production declines after they have their first kid. Yes, they're probably older. Remember, the average length of an NFL player's career is less than 3.5 years. So they're trying to say that you have a kid because you're already older. So
Man, Phillip Rivers must have been bad for so long. He had
Oh
11
my
kids.
gosh.
So that
I mean,
it,
we are talking about Travis Hunter, right?
yes,
Yes.
He's literally a rookie in
Yeah,
the
correct.
NFL.
Correct.
Never played a snap.
How many kids
Correct.
Revis have, bro?
right.
Come on, man.
Amongst this search, it said that Tyreek Hill. I don't know if this is real, but it said Tyreek Hill had more kids than touchdowns last year. 5 kids,
That's-
4 touchdowns.
No, that's real.
wow.
That's a real take.
Oh my
Also,
gosh.
Mike 4, I think you're thinking of Antonio Cromartie, not Daryl.
Oh,
Rivers.
Yes.
Cromartie
yes,
has-
Cromartie
yes,
has
yes.
like 12 kids.
Yes.
yeah.
with like 12 different. All right. We're going to wrap it there.
Yeah, this
You guys, thank you for watching season 2, episode 6. Our bold predictions, our stand on the throne episode. It went off the rails. It became like Barstool-esque almost at the end, but we appreciate you being here. Please go to the support page I mentioned earlier, thronefantasyfootball.com/listen. Tap the support page. Until next time, Aaron, thanks again for being here. Mike 4,
thanks for having me, guys.
Gabe.
Watch the throne.
Until next time, peace.
Dominate your league. Defend your crown with Hosal King, Gabe Hernandez, and Ray Fletcher. They bring the heat, rankings, trades, and game-winning calls to rule your league. This is Watch the Throne Fantasy Football Podcast.